students, today we will start about the drugs acting on the central nervous system. So in this chapter, first of all, we will discuss about the general anesthetics. So what are the general anesthetics? They cause the reversible loss of consciousness and loss of all sensation so that to enable surgical operation to be carried out. So now we will see what are the important features of the anesthesia. So unconsciousness, amnesia, uh, and general anesthetic should not produce the hypotension. It means it does not cause the decline in the blood pressure. So immobility and muscle relaxation should be there, and it should not produce nausea and vomiting. Uh, there should be loss of sensation and pain, and to abolish somatic and autonomic reflexes, so a safe and pleasant anesthesia for the patient. And at present, balanced anesthesia is achieved by the combination of inhaled drugs and IV drugs, and the drugs used for anesthesia has specific purposes. So next is stages of anesthesia. So when general anesthesia is administered, it is necessary to control and watch the depth of the anesthesia as it is related to dose. So the important features of different stages are as under. First stage is stages of analgesia. So this stage starts from beginning of anesthetic inhalation and lasts up to the loss of consciousness. So pain is abolished, patient remains conscious, can hear and see, and feels dream-like state. So reflexes and aspiration remains normal. Amnesia develops at the end of this stage. So next stage is stage of delirium. So this stage begins from loss of consciousness to beginning of regular respiration. So apparent excitement is seen, and the patient may shout, struggle, and hold his breath when jaws are tightly closed and breathing is jerky. So blood pressure may rise, increased heart rate, and the pupils dilated due to the sympathetic stimulation, and no operative procedure be carried out during this stage. Third one is surgical anesthesia. So this stage extends from onset of regular respiration. So this stage is divided into four parts: part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. So part 1 includes this stage ends when eyes are fixed and there is loss of corneal and laryngeal reflexes. The pupil start dilating and light reflex is lost, and intercostal paralysis, dilated pupil, and shallow abdominal respiration will be there, and also respiratory paralysis will be there. So in this case there is a cessation of breathing to failure of circulation and death may occur. So the pupils are widely dilated, muscles are totally flabby, thready pulse and blood pressure falls which is very low. So there is a loss of response to painful stimulus. So next is classification of general anesthetics. So general anesthetics can be classified as inhalation anesthetics and intravenous anesthetics. So further, the inhalation anesthetics can be divided into two categories. First one is gaseous and second one is volatile liquids. So nitrous oxide is gaseous, and in case of volatile liquids, ether, halothane, and fullerene, isoflurane, desflurane, chloroform comes under the category of volatile liquids. And in category B, which is intravenous anesthetics, thiopentone sodium, methoxytone sodium, propofol, diazepam, diazepam, ketamine, fentanyl, these are comes under the intravenous anesthetics. So first of all, let us discuss about the inhalation anesthetics. So the following anesthetics are used as general anesthetics. First one is nitrous oxide. So students, what is nitrous oxide? It is a colorless, uh, heavier than air, characteristics odor, faintly taste sweetish and non-inflammable gas. So it is kept compressed in metallic cylinders. It is non-toxic to liver, kidneys, and brain, and it is cheap and is commonly used. Metabolism of nitroxide does not occur it is quickly exhaled and removed from body by lungs, and it is non-irritating. Nitric oxide acts as analgesic, and it is a poor muscle laxant. And nitric oxide has little effect on respiration, heart, and blood pressure. And nitric oxide can expand pneumothorax and other abdominal air pockets of the body. So, to maintain better circulation and breathing, nitric oxide is administered with mixture of nitrox that is 70%, oxygen 25 to 30%. So next is diethyl ether. So it is a clear colorless mobile liquid with a characteristic odor, sweet burning taste. So it is a volatile and highly inflammable, and ether is readily absorbed after inhalation. So it causes less fall in blood pressure and less respiratory depression because it is less depressant to the medullary centers. And the main disadvantage of ether as an anesthetic is its irritant action on mucous membrane of respiratory tract. So it causes eye congestion, ether burn on face will be there, and cause soreness of trachea. So next is halothane, which have fluothane. So it is a colorless liquid with characteristic odor. So it is a volatile liquid with sweet characteristics, odor, and it is non-inflammable and non-irritant. It is soluble in blood quickly, and it should be odor, and it is non-inflammable and non-irritant, and it is soluble in blood quickly. So it should be stored in airtight container at a temperature below 25 degrees centigrade and protect from light. So it is twice as potent to as chloroform and 4 times as potent as ether. So it is currently the most popular anesthetic used due to its property of non-irritating, non-inflammable, pleasant, and rapid action, and particularly for maintenance anesthetic in adult and children. So it is not a good analgesic or muscle relaxant. So next is enflurane. So it is administered through a special vaporizer. It was introduced as anesthetic in the year 1981, and it is isomer of enflurane. It has rapid action and quick recovery. It does not cause renal and hepatic toxicity, and post-operative vomiting and nausea is almost absent. So it does not provoke seizure. So it is useful in neurosurgery. So it is costly. So its use may be restricted. Otherwise, it has been used as a routine anesthetic. So next is desflurane. It is new fluorinated congener of isoflurane. So it is less potent than isoflurane. So higher concentration is required for inducing anesthesia. So it is highly volatile, and it can be used as a good alternative to isoflurane for minor surgery as well as prolonged operations. So next is chloroform. It is a colorless, heavy, volatile liquid with a characteristic odor and have sweet burning taste. So it is not inflammable. It is a volatile. It is most potent as well as most toxic anesthetic. So it is quickly absorbed and completely eliminated through lungs. So the advantages of chloroform are it is non-inflammable and non-explosive, and its induction as anesthetic is rapid and pleasant, and chloroform does not produce capillary bleeding, and it is not irritant to mucous membrane. So next is disadvantage of chloroform. So chloroform causes fall in blood pressure and decrease in cardiac output, and chloroform produces cardiac arrhythmias due to sensitization of myocardium to adrenaline, and it depresses respiratory centers causing respiratory depression, and it is toxic to liver, and chloroform during recovery produces nausea and vomiting. So students, chloroform was used as an emergency anesthetic for first aid field surgery and for symptomatic treatment of convulsion. So its use has been restricted because of its toxicity, because it has several toxic effects, So the chloroform should not be administered to patient with renal disease, liver disease, or cardiovascular disease. So next is intravenous anesthetics. So these are the drugs which on administration as intravenous injection produce loss of consciousness. So these are generally used for induction of anesthesia because these drugs have rapid onset action, and then anesthesia is maintained by inhalation drugs. So they are as under thiopentone sodium. So thiopentone sodium is a odorless hygroscopic white powder. It is soluble in water, and it is hygroscopic yellowish white powder with the characteristics odor and a bitter taste. So thiopentone sodium is a very short acting barbiturate. So it is administered intravenously for the induction of general anesthesia, and it is most useful for short surgical operation, and its use in pregnancy. Moderate dose of thiopentone sodium do not cause fetal depression. So next is methohexytone sodium. So it is an odorless hygroscopic white powder. It is soluble in water, and methohexytone sodium is a very short acting barbiturate, and it is used as anesthetic for intravenous administration and is more potent to thiopentone. So next is propofol. So it is used as an general anesthetic, and it is having rapid action induction, quick smooth emergence, and minimum cardiovascular and respiratory tract adversity, and it produces dose dependent central nervous system depression. So next is slow acting drugs. So the short acting drugs used in anesthesia are diazepam and lorazepam and midazolam. So these drugs are benzodiazepine drugs, and these benzodiazepine drugs are used for endoscopy, cardiac catheterization, angiographies, regional anesthesia, and fracture setting, etc. So the anesthetic action of benzodiazepines can be rapidly reversed by flumazenil, which is 0.5 mg to 2 mg intravenously administered. So nextly diazepam. So the dose of 0.2 to 0.5 mg per kg body weight. Slow undiluted injection in running IV drip reduces the burning sensation of the veins and incidence of thrombophlebitis. Ketamine. So it is non-barbiturate drug used as general anesthetic. It produces dissociative anesthesia characterized by superficial sleep and complete analgesia, and it produces mild muscle relaxation. It does not cause respiratory depression. Airway reflexes are maintained, and muscle tone increases. So ketamine is used for operations of head and neck in patients who do not want to lose consciousness and for short operations. So it is used in cardiac catheterization, trauma surgery, angiographies in combination with diazepam. And ketamine is dangerous for hypertensive ischemic heart disease patient, and in those with increased cranial pressure because it increases cerebral blood flow, and it is safe for the hypovolemic patient, and children also tolerate this drug. So next is fentanyl. So it is an synthetic opioid. So it has rapid onset action and act as a short duration of action. So it has fewer side effects than morphine. So it has minimum side effect on heart cardiovascular system. So its action remains for the period of 30 to 50 minutes, and it is given intravenous at the beginning of painful surgical operation. So next is pre-anesthetic medication. So the term pre-anesthetic medication refers to the use of drug prior to the administration of anesthesia, so that anesthesia may be made safe and agreeable to the patient. So pre-medication aim is to provide following effects. First one is pre-medication is administered to produce sedation, so to reduce anxiety of patient before surgery. So this effect of producing sedation can be achieved by sedatives, hypnotics, and tranquilizers. So in practice, morphine and its derivatives and barbiturates are given to patient before surgery. So analgesia effect is achieved by morphine and pethidine. So these analgesic reduce pain, and also the amount of general anesthetic required is decreased. So to control parasympathogenic action of anesthetic drugs like ether, decrease bronchial and salivary secretions. So next is analgesics. So analgesics are the drugs which relieve or suppress the pain sensation by their action on central nervous system without causing loss of consciousness. So the analgesics decrease pain or make the individual unaware of existing pain. So next is the analgesic decrease pain or make the individual unaware of existing pain, and the analgesic administered to an individual should be ideal and safe. So the analgesic drug should be an ideal drug, safe in nature, and an ideal analgesic should have following properties. First one is the analgesic drug should be cheap, tasteful, and chemical stable. An analgesic drug should effectively relieve severe pain of different organs. An analgesic should produce rapid action when administered by mouth or parenterally with the long duration of action. An analgesic should not cause addiction or tolerance habit making, which is narcosis. So it should not depress the respiratory system and should have maximum safety to individual. So next is narcotic analgesics. So narcotic analgesics are the drugs which relieve pain and cause depression to the central nervous system. So the narcotic drugs can be classified as under. First one is natural opium alkaloids. It include morphine, codeine. Second is semi-synthetic opium alkaloid. It include drugs like apomorphine, heroin, and dihydromorphine, and synthetic morphine drugs which include pethidine and methadone. And next is natural opium alkaloids. First one is morphine hydrochloride. So students, morphine is a natural opium alkaloid. So it is a milky exudate obtained from unripe capsules of the poppy plant, which is called Papaver somniferum, and it is odorless, colorless, crystalline powder with a bitter taste. And morphine is a powerful analgesic and narcotic. So it is used to relieve pain, anxiety, sleepiness due to pain, and is more effective when administered through injection when taken by mouth. So when morphine is heated in sealed tube with concentrated hydrochloric acid, water molecule is lost, undergoes a change, and a morphine is formed. So next is action of morphine or opium. So morphine depress pain impulse transmission at the spinal cord level by interacting with opioid receptor. So pharmacologic action of morphine are the antitussive. So it acts as a antitussive drug. So it suppresses cough by depressing cough centers. Next is analgesic. So morphine relieves severe pain, pain of trauma with following mechanism. It elevates the threshold and produces sleep. It changes the emotion reaction to pain. It elevates threshold of painful stimulus and relieves pain. So patient feels no pain. Next is action on eyes. So morphine causes constriction of pupil, and so morphine addicted persons have constricted eye pupils, and morphine produces a pinpoint constriction of the pupil. So next is action of respiratory system. So morphine produces respiratory depression. The depression of morphine on the respiration is central. So respiratory failure is the main cause of death. So if patient dies of overdose of morphine. Action of urinary tract. So morphine causes release of antidiuretic hormone, which is called ADH hormone, which results in decrease in urine output. So overall effect of is urinary retention. So it's act on central nervous system. It produces euphoria in presence of pain. In absence of pain, it produces dysphoria. So morphine when given in high dose produces sleep. Next is action on vomiting center. It stimulates the vomiting center. It produces vomiting due to stimulation of chemoreceptor trigger zone. So tolerance developed to vomiting on prolonged use. So its action on GIT tract. Morphine decreases peristaltic movements. So secretions like hydrochloric acid, intestinal secretions are decreased. So it increases water absorption from intestinal tract, so the feces gets dried. So these effects lead to constipation, and absorption of morphine from GI tract is slow and incomplete. So it is almost excreted in urine within 24 hours. So the action of heart is the morphine given in normal doses does not affect heart functioning or blood circulation. So the higher doses of morphine causes hypotension. So next is action on biliary tract. So the morphine increases biliary pressure in man. So morphine evokes biliary spasm due to its analgesic action. So action on smooth muscles is it increases tone of uterus and decreases its peristalsis, produces constriction of bronchi. And its pharmacokinetics is intramuscular subcutaneous injection onset action is 0.5 hours. So peak plasma concentration in 1 hour and duration is 4 to 5 hours. So it is metabolized by liver, crosses placenta excited in breast milk. Urine plasma half life is 2 hours. Side effects are blood pressure variation, palpitation, bradycardia, vomiting, nausea, constipation, cramps, anorexia, headache, drowsiness, sedation, euphoria, confusion. And drug interaction is it increased effect of morphine with alcohol, see antidepressant, sedatives, narcotics, and antipsychotics. And its contraindication are hypersensitivity, addiction, hemorrhage, bronchial asthma, pregnancy, and lactation. So students, that is all for the day. Thank you.